Hello everyone, HumanHardDrive here, talking to you face to face this time instead of just the omnipotent voice you hear over videos. Today I'm kind of doing a new news thing, a HumanHardDrive news, if you will. This is sort of a replacement for the blog I had. If you knew I had a blog, if you didn't know, hey, I had a blog. And I've had that blog for quite a while, pretty much as long as I've been doing this YouTube channel. Thing is, I'm not a blog person. I don't know what to do with a blog because I have a video series, so, show don't tell. So anything I've wanted to make known, anything I've been working on, any updates to the channel, I probably would have tried to put it on the blog in the hopes that you would have read it. Thing is, I don't think most of you know I had a blog. So that's what this video series is sort of going to be. It's going to be a replacement to that, so probably not trying to put down any hard dates here, but gonna try and do these once in a while, maybe once a month, every other month, who knows, probably as frequently as I made blog posts. So it's a joke if you read my blog. So what's this video? What am I going to talk about right now? At time of recording, December 11th, so it's about mid-December, almost the end of the year, almost the end of 2013. Things going on right now. If you weren't aware, I am currently a full-time student studying electrical and computer engineering, and it's the end of the semester, so I've got quite a few things on my mind, mainly finals, to think about. But, so next week and a little after that, I'm going to be absolutely swamped. So I don't expect a video out next week, but no, never mind. I think I've got one video coming out, and it's going to be the final to the visual micro video. Let's see here. So yeah, after finals though, I've got about a month free. I'm dedicating almost entirely to this channel and a few side projects, but we'll get to that very soon. So let's talk about what I'm going to be trying to accomplish in that month, and some of the things I've been working on, some of the things that are going to be changed. Firstly, visual micro videos. You've probably seen quite a few of them. What are those? Tim Leek, he's the guy that writes the visual micro plugin. And if you don't know anything about the visual micro plugin and you do anything with Arduino, I suggest you watch the video. It's an excellent plugin for Atmel and Visual Studio. Definitely makes programming with the Arduino a lot easier and adds a whole bunch of more stuff. Again, check out the videos, check out the plugin. He asked me to do a video series for him, a couple tutorials in my excellent way of explaining things. So that's why all those videos have been out. Been trying to get those professional obligations out of the way so that I can keep working, because they tend to pile up on me. Okay, other professional obligations. I had an email account set up that you guys could send questions, comments, video suggestions in. If you don't know I have an email address, it's in the description below. I tend to answer about 90% of the emails that you send me within a 24-hour period. If I don't answer your email within a 24-hour period, email me again. I'm busy. I tend to get a lot of emails, generally a lot of spam emails through that account now. So send it again just to make sure I see it. And again, if I don't respond to you after a day, send it again. If I don't respond to you after another day, send it again. Just keep sending it to me. It will make me answer it. It will make me pay attention to you. So again, email account's there for me to try and help you with your problems. If you have a question involving coding and you send me an email asking for help, I'd like to see your code pretty much right away, because that's a big thing. Because, you want help with code, you kind of need to see the code. If you're working with code and hardware, a schematic for the hardware would be great, a list of hardware you're working with, because I've been getting a lot of emails saying, I need help with blah, 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 and that's all it says. So, if you want me to write code for you, tell me what you're looking for. If you want me to help you write code, let me see what you're working with thus far. If you want me to fix a bug, send me your code. Send me pretty much everything you have that you might think will help me help you solve the problem. So that's the email address. Again, any questions? Send it to the email below. Let's see here. Videos. Let's talk about some video updates. The STM32 F4 board, this thing. Did a video about it quite some time ago. Still working on it. Still going to get that video series out there. I've been having some trouble with getting an IDE, basically the important bit of getting it on video, because programming it the way I've been programming it, writing a file, converting that to the C file, or the hex file rather, that gets uploaded through just a straight text editor and doing console commands, isn't that fun, and it's a real pain to debug issues. So I'm trying to get an IDE. I've been working with Eclipse, trying to get that to play nice with Chibi OS and the ST-Link software that you need to download programs onto the board. It should all work, but I'm having an issue with it, and it's becoming very irritating. Not sure if I'm going to go with a Linux operating system, because apparently there's some nice things there, or stick entirely with Windows. We'll see how it plays out over the next month or so. Okay, Arduino Due, this thing. Did a video about that as well. Want to do some videos with that, because I've been saying that I'm coming to the end of the Arduino videos, because I'm pretty much at the end of the the strict Arduino tutorial series. Just everything you can do with the straight Arduino IDE and the basic things that come with it. Still doing stuff with the Arduino, because heck, I really like the Arduino. So doing some stuff with shields, doing some stuff with libraries. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up. So there's that. The Z80. If you read my blog, there was a blog post about some changes that were going to be made to the channel. This was a video I was going to do. It was basically an introduction to assembly coding, because it was the chip I learned to do assembly on. There's a lot of external hardware I kind of forgot about, because I did Z80 programming when it was in the TI-83 calculators, which made it sort of all nice. You had all these nice things put together. But I kind of want to just have it on the board so I can talk about everything you need to hook in. So obviously you're going to need the Z80, and you're going to need a memory chip as well, and something to generate clock pulses to make the chip actually do what it's supposed to do. So still working on all the hardware for that. So those are the three video series updates. Nope. Two other things. Electronics 101, Electronics 201. Analog and digital electronics, respectively, those video series. I'm sort of coming to the end of those as well, and there needs to be a bit of a change made, more so with Electronics 101, the analog, than the 201, the digital, in that I started doing them when I was more or less a hobbyist of electronics, before it was actually my career. So it was done more as an aim to the hobbyists. So it was very quick answers to what does a capacitor do? What does a resistor do? When would I want to use either? But it never really transcended that. It never moved into the complex answers, which I think are infinitely more helpful than just the quick little videos I did. Maybe not so quick, because some of them run upwards of 20 minutes. So, gonna fix that. I'd like to do some more math. I know that's an issue for some people, because we're not all on the same level. For things like batteries, resistors, simple series and parallel circuits, things I can go into for quite a bit, that doesn't require a lot of math. It requires simple algebra, maybe a calculator. But the second you start getting into time-dependent components, things that change through time, inductors and capacitors, then we're going to need to start talking a little more complex mathematics. I'm not seeing calculus as an issue, because there are certain things you can do to avoid calculus for as long as possible. But I'm not saying I won't be doing some calculus, but there might be some calculus. Electronics 201, the digital, I've sort of been going a little more into the deeper bits, things like I did with Carnot mapping, and I want to make it evolve. I want to bring it into a more continuous thing, starting from very simple digital thinking to binary logic to Boolean algebra to all sorts of more complex things, maybe even to some hardware description languages, some little FPGAs, who knows. I'm not going to tie myself down here. So those are probably the two biggest updates that are going to be coming. Again, expect those pretty much next year, because it's already the end of 2013. Keep forgetting that. Okay, other things I wanted to talk about. So we got the videos, got the email, getting rid of the blog. Video resources. I tried to put video resources by a link at the bottom of the video. Had a Dropbox for a while to try and post everything together. That became somewhat cumbersome because you have a bit of a memory, you have a storage limit. Tried to move it to GitHub because they've got nice code viewing things, which a majority of my videos are. It's a lot of code, so you can just look at it very quickly, and you don't have to download anything. And if you want to download something, you can fork entire repositories very quickly and very easily. It's a very well put together thing. But for things like Electronics 101, Electronics 201, the Designing a CPU series, things that have a lot of notes, GitHub doesn't play so well to. So I'm trying to figure out a way to bring them all together. View notes strictly from the browser, that would be nice. And something more like GitHub for the code, maybe having two separate things. I don't know. If you have suggestions, I'm very much open to them. But I think that's pretty much it. Some general things to expect. I'm sticking with a 2 video a week format. I'm going to try and have 2 videos a week, especially in the coming year. I'm trying to lay down a schedule to have 2 videos come out a week. I'm still accepting suggestions for any video series you have, any questions you have, any specific video you want to see. If you have, I've been getting requests for videos made about a very small problem. If you can kind of make it a more general issue, it's more likely I'll make a video out of it. Don't say, how do resistors impact, I don't know, BJT transistor saturation. I'm going to need something a little more general than something so specific. But, again, any questions you have, still accepting them. Expect some more projects coming out from me, because there's some things going on that I'm not going to spoil just yet, but, again, expect a few more projects from me coming out. So, not just fully built projects, but explicit how-to videos to do some things, some very cool things. Again, not going to spoil anything, but I think that's pretty much it.